So how do we define terrorism? To be precise, terrorism is unlawful use of force and violence against persons or property to intimidate or coerce the government, the civilian population or any segment thereof in furtherance of political or social objectives. Thank you, Wikipedia. But this definition is not acceptable everywhere. The international community has still not succeeded in formulating an universally agreed definition. But to know what terrorism is, we have to peek a boo at our history. The history of terrorism is as old as humans' presence on earth. Terrorism is nothing but installing a sense of fear among people. Who knows for how many long years humans might have been terrorized by humans. But some noted terrorist activities were done by Sicari, 1st century terrorists. Their name literally means assassins or murderers or daggermen. Sicari terrorism was nothing but a Jewish resistance to Roman rule, which began in 40 BC. They used short daggers to murder people in public. Although they were not terrorists in modern sense, but their method of killing people in crowded places did terrorize the surrounding onlookers. The term terrorism comes from the Reign of Terror in French Revolution. This Reign of Terror was initiated by Maximilien Robespierre in 1793. Maximilien believed in his so-called ideology that terrorism is necessary to install a stability and better system in the country. What a joke. But wait a second, that is not a joke. 19th century Narodная Volia, a Russian terrorist organization, hoped to end Tsarist rule in Russia. They were best known for the successful assassination of Tsar Alexander II of Russia. They wanted to have democratic reforms in Russian political structure, and they saw terrorism as an important tactic to achieve their political objectives. They used to target violence against government family members and government officials. Another early terrorist organization was the Irish Republican Brotherhood, founded in 1858. They carried out attacks in England, and the objective was to establish independent democratic republic in Ireland rather than being a part of Great Britain. Many terrorist organizations having a nationalist agenda have spread throughout the world. Similar to Irish Republican Brotherhood, which wanted to separate from Great Britain, Kurdistan Workers' Party, formed in 1970s, has an objective to form a separate Kurdish state. Kurds are a distinct ethnic group living in Turkey, Syria, Iran and Iraq. They use terrorist tactics to form a separate Kurdish state. Similarly, the Sri Lankan Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam used terrorist activities like bombing, murdering. They were ethnic Tamil minorities in Sri Lanka whose objective was to defeat Sinhala's majority government. Now in this 21st century, we are facing the threat of religious terrorism. Terrorists have taken the frame of religion to complete their goals by installing a fear among people. Al-Qaeda, Hamas, Boko Haram, ISIS are the terrorist organizations which justify their act considering Islamic religion. Al-Qaeda was founded by Osama bin Laden in 1988. They were the Muslim fighters who fought the Soviets following the invasion of Afghanistan. Now their objective is to eradicate American military and culture from the Middle East and to form a strict Islamic rule. Hamas is a group that was founded in 1987 whose aim is to establish an Islamic state in the Gaza Strip by opposing the Israel government. Similar to Islamic terrorism, Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism has also witnessed their militant organization. You won't believe, but there are 100 to 170 officially designated terrorist organizations throughout the world. Al-Shabaab, Muslim Brotherhood, Irish National Liberation Army, Hezbollah, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Taliban, Lashkar-e-Taiba, Balochistan Liberation Army, Al-Nusra, Uyghur, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, Khalistan Zindabad Force, Indian Mujahideen, and the list goes on. But the organization which is making the news recently is ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. They are in the news recently because they are winning. The objective is to establish a Sunni Islamic State in Iraq and Levant region, which includes Syria, Jordan, Israel, Palestine, Lebanon, Cyprus and southern Turkey, strictly according to the Sharia laws. Using terror to establish specific goals is strictly condemnable. But sometimes, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. It's all a matter of perspective in most cases.
This was a short and informative video presentation on terrorism, and this article was submitted by Shweta Shettigar. You can also be the one behind our future video presentation. To send some article, do contact us on Facebook. Link is provided in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and do share and hit the like button and check out our previous videos.